In North Korea,
You can take photos.
Yeah.
we visit the demilitarized zone that separated this divided peninsula for more than 60 years.
They are the flags of the countries which attended in Korean War under the name of UN, following US.
Here, rival soldiers eyeball one another at what's regarded as the most dangerous border in the world. This is effectively where the battle line is drawn, just about the most tense place on Earth right now. At the moment, the mood here, it's deadly serious.
Australia stands with the Republic of Korea in solidarity against the provocative and illegal behaviour of North Korea.
Just a few weeks before our visit, the Australian Foreign and Defence Ministers stood at the southern side in a move that infuriated Pyongyang.
I want to repeat some of the articles which was by the spokesman of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of our country. Should Australia continue to follow the US in imposing military, economic, and diplomatic pressure upon the DPR Korea, despite our repeated warnings, they will not be able to avoid a disaster.
Australia will not be able to avoid disaster.
Yeah, disaster.
So you think that if Australia gets involved in any action against the DPRK,
It will be also harmful to Australian people, I think.
our approach seems to have made us a target.
I don't accept that. I don't believe Australia is a primary target.
Foreign Minister Julie Bishop believes North Korea is using its nuclear arsenal to hold the world to ransom.
Well, North Korea has used coercive blackmail as a negotiating tactic in the past, and it is ramping up its ballistic missile and nuclear weapons programs in order to put itself in the best negotiating position.
The official government line there is that Australia is heading for disaster. Surely that worries you.
Well, I didn't say it didn't worry me.
Does it?
It's an issue that we are dealing with.
I just want to read you a couple of quotes from Donald Trump. He's threatened to unleash fire and fury like the world has never seen. He says he's going to totally destroy North Korea. He's called Kim Jong-un Little Rocket Man and also referred to him as being short and fat. Is that really the kind of diplomacy you want to hitch your wagon to?
It certainly has a reaction in North Korea, and the trading of insults is
It's not a good reaction, though. It doesn't help the cause.
What President Trump's intervention has done is brought China into the discussion in a very direct way, and I believe that that will be part of the most successful strategy we've seen to date.
So you think that language is actually beneficial?
I said that, I'll use my words, the language has made Beijing recalculate its strategy, its risk, and now China is deeply involved, and I believe that is beneficial.
There are some lighter moments on our trip to North Korea. Another side of life here that the regime is keen to promote.
Do you think I can win?
Yeah, of course.
I've
Yeah,
been the
you look
Pyongyang
so
Marathon.
energetic. Yeah.
Today I've been invited to take part in the Pyongyang Marathon, surely one of the world's most obscure running events. What do you make of the turnout here?
This one's very small. The big marathon's in April, and that had over 1,100 Western runners. This is, I think, 20.
Nick Bonner has run a tourism business here for more than 2 decades. How much of that do you think is people that are just a bit worried about the situation here?
I think it's, partly that. It's also that the Americans can no longer visit, so that's 20% down. And it's the current situation. It's definitely hit tourism. And behind all the politics, I've got to know the people, and they are a fantastic people. Politics apart, I wish it would calm down, and it's bloody frightening.
After a North Korean misfire, we pound the pavements of Pyongyang.
It really is nice just to be out. Literally the only time on this trip where I don't have a minder sitting on my shoulder the whole time watching every move. I'm free out here for once. Hello. High five. Go. Yeah.
You can't help but feel an event like this is very much a charm offensive from a regime that's constantly paranoid about how it is perceived. Beating its chest to the outside world and subjecting its people to a never-ending barrage of propaganda.
Well, we got some of it here.
Oh my, they still produce this kind of rubbish?
It was everywhere.
Oh my God, it's, ugh.
Do you mind having like
Crazy.
translating some of this for us?
North Korean defector Sung-ju Lee grew up seeing this kind of material every day.
We killed USA, and our target is USA. And this is the end of our enemy.
But this is just part of their everyday life, isn't it? Growing up with this imagery of the US getting slaughtered.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is not just postcard. This is kind of in the textbook. Their textbook.
In every shop window.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's North Korea. That's kind of the way. I mean, the way to brainwash people.
Before we go, Sung-ju Lee has something to show me. His two dogs, Peaceful and Unification. Symbols of hope that one day the two Koreas will be reunited. Sung-ju Lee believes if change is to come, it must be from within.
If international community attack North Korea, the people will stick together around its leader, and then they will fight until the last person exists. Military intervention cannot be solution, but my solution is to send information. Give them power, give them information, and then make them choose their future.
So don't bombard North Korea with missiles, bombard them with information and knowledge.
Yes. I mean, knowledge has power. It's stronger than weapon.
If there's one thing you'd like us to take back to Australia about your country, what would it be?
I hope that TV Channel 9 from Australia let all the people in Australia feel that DPR Koreans are really peace-loving and friendly people. The nuclear deterrence of our country is not to attack other countries, including Australia. Our nuclear deterrence is to protect ourselves from the nuclear threats from US. Yeah. So usually I say to my foreign friends that it takes a thief to catch a thief.